What's up, YouTube universe? My name is Dee. Just like a very quick run through of my Microlocs, the install, where I got it done, the process of getting it done, my total cost, like just for the installation alone, and my experience with the company the salon that I chose to go to for the Microlocs. Let me see. So I'm gonna give you a quick backstory. Obviously I've been natural for a long time. I've cut my hair, I've had traditional locks. I wore it short and natural for a little bit, but maybe about 2 years ago, I knew I wanted locks again. And that's when Microlocs started becoming popular. Or, sister locks was always a thing, but Microlocs, people doing it themselves, certain salons started offering the services. So it just became like popular again. So because there were so many options out there, I was not sure like what I wanted. So I tried traditional locks on my own with extensions, and they were cute, but then I took those down, and I'll probably like add pictures of everything that I'm talking about in the end. And my hair was like red. Then I tried doing the Microlocs myself with twists. Those were good, but they still weren't as small as I wanted, and that took me like 2 days to put in. Then I dyed my hair brown and I tried the Braidlocs, but I still couldn't get them as small on my own, like doing it in one sitting, because I'm not a cosmetologist, a DIYer at heart. So I always try to do things for myself before I, outsource. Then there was these Microlocs option with extensions that you can add to your natural hair, and it will lock in your hair. So a lot of different salons started offering those services as well. So I tried that on my hair myself, and I liked that. I wore that for a while, maybe like 4 months, and my hair was like ginger at that time. But they started to fall out. I had to repair them. And again, I couldn't get it as small as I wanted myself, like doing it myself. And I'll add pictures to the end of the video regarding that. So I found out about Belle Microlocs a year ago. Okay, so the salon is called Braids That Speak. Belle Microlocs is the service. They have different options. They can do it with extensions or without extensions. So I found out about them about a year ago. I did the consultation. Then they, explained the services and the prices. So originally I thought I was going to do it with extensions, but then I just tried all the different lock options myself before, panning out the money. Then this year, I went ahead and made my appointment, but my hair still didn't meet their requirements. And I had some personal family issues. So I had to cancel or like about 1 or 2 times until I really had the time to come to do it. So they have multiple locations, one in Texas, one in Atlanta, Georgia, and one in Maryland. I think the Maryland location was the original one, whatnot. So I went to Atlanta because that was closest for me or more feasible for me. And so in the end, I opted out to not do extensions because at that point my hair had grown out more than enough to do extensions, but I just decided I wanted to do my own hair. And I did the braid locks with micro parting. So they have 2 different parting style. Oh, this is all over the place. They got 2 different parting styles. Standard, which is like 5/8 of an inch, and micro parting, which is 1/4 of an inch. So I'll try to see if you guys can. I don't know if you're seeing that good. Yeah, that's a good angle right there. See how small each of them are? Yeah. Because I really wanted them to mimic sister locks. The reason why I didn't choose sister locks is because although there was people in my area that could do it locally, you know, everyone's schedule is different. And when I say they, I'm referring to the consults that was in that area that I contacted. They all had a different schedule than mine. They wanted like 2 to 3 days to do the install, even though my hair is short. So let's say probably 2 days max to do the install. And it was going to be like 10 hours, you know, each session to get it done for the same you know, size. I mean, they have a different grid system, so it might have been slightly smaller or done in a different pattern. But I would have gotten very similar results with this parting size, except it would have taken longer. And to be honest, it was roughly about the same price. I was quoted for sister locks like around $1,200 up to $1,500, you know, give or take, given the, you know, 2 days session and everything. But I just couldn't commit to 2 days in a row, 2 to 3 days in a row, doing my hair for such a long time. I'm not showing it now, but my face is swollen as hell. I am expecting, so I felt like that would have just been too much to sit that long. Maybe if I was not expecting, I, you know, could do it. I also have a young son, so to be off that many days in a row just to get my hair done, it just didn't seem feasible and whatnot. And they couldn't do it to my schedule. Most of the consultants wanted to do like in the middle of the week, and I work, so I'm like, if it can't be the weekend, or they want you to pay extra for that, and it was just, you know. But I will be truthful and say that I kind of already really liked the salon and the work that they have on Instagram. So I was already, you know, more inclined to choose them because I liked what I saw on their page and how they promoted it and whatnot. And I just thought it was an opportunity to meet new people. But the biggest selling point that they offer is they do 1 day install. So that is what made it easier to pick them over sister locks. Okay, my install. So my appointment was at 8 a.m. sharp. And the staff was on time. And we started at 8 a.m. sharp, and I think we finished about 4:30 getting all them in, and then we had to interlock the roots, which took maybe another 30, 45 minutes. But for the most part, I was out before 6 o'clock. So that's already with breaks and everything, it was like a good 8 hours, like a work day, or like a 9 to 5, which I thought was really good. I tolerated it pretty well. And the ladies were really nice. The ladies that worked in my hair was Iva and Sonia. They were really, really nice. I have put their information on my Instagram, on my initial post that I locked my hair. And it was really great. I'm happy I did it. I'm happy I flew out. Everyone was giving me the side eye, are you sure you're gonna go all that way to get your hair done? And I was just yes, because I know I'm gonna get it done one day. I know I'm gonna get it perfectly sized. I know that it's worth it to me, investment wise, whatever. And I had a great time. I will say, if you're gonna choose them, do your research, look on the Instagram page. They have several options, braids, twists, and those same 2 options with extension. And they also have 2 different parting sizes, which is, like I said, standard 5/8 of an inch, or micro, which is what I got, which is 1/4 of an inch. So it's really flexible. You know, you have to do the consultation so they can see your hair and your density and the health of your hair. You know, they can tell you better what method will work best for your hair type and all that stuff. So it's pretty straightforward. It's not hard to do. I will say, I guess it depends on location, but I think like the first 2 times I rescheduled, I was able to get an appointment within a month, 30 days or less. But again, I had personal issues, family issues and whatnot, so I had to postpone. So when I was ready to reschedule, I did book out like further out, like more than 30 days, but I would say you should be able to get an appointment within a month. But that was at the Georgia location. You can probably get sooner at Texas or Maryland, depending what's closer to you or what you think is feasible. Some people, don't really believe in doing that, but a lot of women do it. I did it even while expecting, so I feel like don't let that be the reason why you don't go unless like the plane ticket is really expensive or almost the cost of the hair installation. Probably not, but if you can get it at a reasonable price and make like a little trip out of it, I think it's really worth it. Oh, okay, so what I paid, they have a pricing list online, so I paid $1,500 for my hair. Like I said, it's about the same quote as it would have been if it was Sisterlocs. And so my hair was 6 to 8. You pay for the length of your hair or the hair extensions that you're getting. So if you wanted 12 inches hair extension, they have a price for that. If you want, if you're doing your natural hair and your hair is 10 inches long, they have a price for that. So it's based on the length of your hair. So my hair length fell in the 6 to 8 inches range. And then, which was about $1,000, and then the micro partings, because it takes longer and it's a lot smaller to make everything consistent, that was an extra $400. And I think there was like another charge or something like that. Maybe it was like 1,100 plus the 400. That's 15. I have to look exactly on my receipt, but it was roughly about that breakdown. I will say, if you're interested, you do have to put down a deposit for an appointment, but you can use that deposit to move your appointment around, I think like up to 3 times with enough notice. They're really nice about that. Customer service is, I don't want to say hard to get in touch with. They do get back to you, I guess, because they are overwhelmed by the inquiry. They're really getting a lot of traction on Instagram. So if you really are interested, I would say just kind of be a little patient for them to call you back and schedule the appointment, or to text you back on their hotline text number. I think there's a different number for each location. So they got like, their own system going on. So I would say just be patient about making your appointment and the process of the consultation. But other than that, it was fine. I wasn't upset with anything that happened in terms of getting there. And then when it came to my appointment and finding the location and everything, and everyone was nice. It was a great time, and my hair looks beautiful. I literally went to the mall right after install to go get food and shop a little bit since I'm out of town. And I got compliments right away. I mean, a lot of people were like, oh, your Sisterlocs are so nice. But, I know that they look or mimic Sisterlocs, so I'm not going to sit there and teach everybody. So I just, you say, yeah, thank you. But for the few women that I had a little bit more time to talk to, I was like, oh, yeah, no, they're actually located in Georgia. Hit them up. You got Instagram, look them up on Instagram, because, especially if you live in the city already or in the state at least, you know, that's like half the battle to me. So yeah, you know, giving a little promo, free promo. But another reason why I chose Braidlocs over the twist is because, as you can see, my hair is very soft. The stylist told me that I have high density, but like my hair strands are fine. So I just didn't want a lot of unraveling. Like I felt like with the twist, it would just be harder on me. With the braids, it probably won't unravel as much. And if it does, I can braid it back. And like I said, I wanted it to mimic sister locks as much as possible. But just because of the look, I wanted the fullness without my hair unraveling as much. But it doesn't mean it won't, but it shouldn't. So that's why I say the consultation, they kind of go over pictures of your hair or how your hair looks, and they kind of help you pick what is good for you. I have more pictures and videos of when I got my hair installed, so I could probably add that to the end. I'm trying to think, is there anything else I'm supposed to say? I'm sorry, it's also like extremely early in the morning, but I said, you know what, let me record this video. It's not the best first video, but I feel like every time I look them up on YouTube, if it's not like a short clip, it'll be like one or two people, especially persons who got the extension, will even mention that they got it at that salon. So I'm like, why is there not a lot of people? Because they post like every day. So I know y'all getting y'all hair done by them. But I just don't see a lot of YouTube videos on it. So I said, okay, I'm gonna be the one. And also, not many people choose Braidlocs, or maybe it's not as popularized. It's definitely a method, and I believe women and men are aware of the method, but a lot more people choose the twists or coils or interlocks than the Braidlocs. So I kind of wanted to share my journey as well on how it progresses, and for anyone else out there kind of like want to be part of the Braidloc crew, you know, I'm here. And not that one method is better than the other. I think it just depends on your hair type and, you know, how you want your locks to mature over time. But for the most part, they all look the same in the end. Maybe twist method is a little thicker and lumpier, but it will still be a microlock. Whereas interlocks and Braidlocs are a little bit more cylinder and thinner, you know, things like that. But it's no biggie. So hopefully that information was not too choppy, and yeah, I'll see you guys in maybe about a month. Maybe I'll do month to month until 6 months, and then 6 months to 9 months, and 9 months to a year, and then we just kind of go from there. We will see. I got a lot of other stuff going on, so I'm not saying I'm not going to dedicate to this journey. I just don't want to put too much of myself and fall behind either. So thank you for staying tuned, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. See you in a month.